Hello. So I'm Red Maxfield, the fly guy, or the guy that does fly fishing for Slump Bus Outdoors. I've been fly fishing for over 30 years. Muskie, yeah, it's been for 30 years now. My evolution from the type of flies I used to tie to where I'm at have changed. Still use those flies that I've tied in the past. But today I'm going to go through um, being retired. I can do stuff and walk away from my fly tying bench and then just leave it and then come back to it. And one of the biggest things is after I do lay a bunch of thread down, and as you see, right now I'm gonna tie this so I can either put a blade on the back or a fire tiger or tiger tail. And as I lay it down the thread, and this is 50-pound test wire, I take glue and I lay glue down. There's different types of glue. You can have glue that dries faster. I'm using Zap-A-Gap glue. And all this does is, because muskie's got a lot of teeth, you want to protect that from coming apart. That's one thing. Professional tires, their flies are more durable. I'm an amateur. I've been tying flies for that 30 some years, but I don't classify myself as a professional, but I make do. My flies catch fish. So that's the whole thing about fly fishing and tying flies is you make the fly, you catch fish with it. It's pretty exciting. So, and very enjoyable. And again, you can get faster drying glues if you're in a hurry. With me being retired, the way I like to do it is lay something down, glue it, walk away, come back, and then I look at the fly and kind of get creative juices or whatever you want to say. Yeah, it helps. I like to look at a fly. And tying these big flies, it's pretty hard to mimic exactly every fly, but I try my best. If I get a color that starts working, then I'll tend to want to tie one or two more of them flies. Mind you, these flies, to tie them, just likely myself, $20. I think to buy them in the store, you're looking at 30, $40. So I do have some saving, plus the enjoyment of just tying my flies. Okay, so now I've tied the bucktail about 3 layers and maybe a baby finger from the eye. And the reason I stopped there is I'm gonna lay some Flashabo down. And I got a couple colors. I got a pearl and a straight white. So I'll kind of, right now, I'm just trying to get an eye how it looks. I'm gonna need the pearl, and I may also lay down it's kind of a grayish color finer Flashabo, just to give it contrast. So that's the next step. I'll tape it and I'll speed it up so you can, again, save time and just look what I do, and quickly you'll see how I'll lay things down, look at it, lay things down, and then get those creative juices going, and hopefully it looks the way I want. Okay, now I'm putting the shank in. Got a little hair girls use to do their hair, just to pin back that excess, get it out of my way, so when I'm tying. Nice thing to have, and works pretty good. Another thing I'm doing, got a hook. I'm putting a single 2/0 hook on a ring, and I'm going to run it after the first hook, just to give this shank, if fish comes in and T-bones it, I got a second hook to drive it in, and then the last I'll put another 6/0 hook up front. So basically I got 3 hooks to help percentages catching fish. And I know purists will say it's not a fly, it should only be single hook. I'm not a purist. Hey, if you like to tie that way, there's nothing wrong with that. I like to up my percentages of hooking up a fish, and muskie, they're pretty hard at times to hook up. So right now I'm just laying down my thread on the shank, closing up these gaps, and then basically I'll go into fast mode again. I'll start laying hair down, or bucktail. Gotta tighten that up, give it a little room to move. I put it on a ring. The reason I'm doing that is I've never done a fly like this, so it's a prototype, and we're going to find out if it works, whether it's a nuisance or not. If it's a nuisance, it will come off. My other flies, I don't put anything. I haven't put anything yet, so this is new to me. Just ideas. I've seen guys, and I got it off the internet. I saw some guys on Facebook put trebles. Again, if that's what you like and you catch fish, more power to you. I will not dish you for doing stuff like that. The whole thing is making your own fly or lure or whatever you want to call it, and catching fish with it. And again, that's the enjoyment of tying flies. Okay, as always, I laid quite a bit of thread down, and I'm gonna put some glue down on that thread just to make my fly durable. That's all I'm doing, but it works. My flies have last longer, and yeah, I like it. Now the other thing with this, let's say I can't get the hook out. With conventional, we do cut hooks. If I cut one of these back hooks, this fly will be retired and become, I don't know, in a shadow box, or I've got an idea, getting some driftwood, and all the flies that that we have problems with will be on this driftwood, and sitting in my living room, my rec room. I think it'll be pretty cool. So anyways, I will speed the film and start laying some some deer or bucktail, and then what I want is three levels. So this bucktail will likely come in and finish up around here. I like my flies to be articulated. That's why I do make these joints. But this hair will be about here to cover the hook where it's tied in together. And what I'm trying for is three kind of layered type over top. So again, this is a prototype. When I get out, I'm hoping to get it done because we are going to a river system on the weekend to fish, and I'm trying hard to get this done because I'd like to see how it fishes. You know, that's what I do. I tie different ideas, take it out on the lake or the river, and see how it fishes, how it looks in the water. That's all you can do. Sometimes they look like crap, but I've seen crappy flies catch fish. So, okay. Okay, putting on my last hook. I laid some line. I put that 50-pound test through the eye and a couple beads to tighten that up again. And what I need to do is figure out where my hook is. It's there. So I need to lay this like that. As tight as possible. Wrap. Now I want to bring that up tight again. So that looks like that's pretty tight there. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Again, I want that line to stay like that. Okay. And to secure that from slipping off, I'll wrap a couple times. Again, around. Just grabs that from slipping. A 50-pound, it's 55-pound test cable or wire. Likely not a good thing for the scissors. Okay, so this is how I want it to swim. Okay, I'm gonna lay some glue down, and I'll show you when I get to the head part. Here I go to skull head because I want this lure to do this motion in the water as I pull it through. Okay, finally finished this fly. I'm not happy, but I'm gonna fish it, find out how it works. A little higher back here. I should have had a couple more feathers up here to give it more of a fish looking style, but we'll see how it fishes. Like I said, sometimes bad flies do catch fish. I won't know until I try it. I put a skull head on. That's to add weight up front. Again, I put too much up there. I would have liked the skull head back a little bit, but yeah, it's off the eye, so there's room to tie your line through. Yeah, I could have done a little better, but I think part of my problem is I was rushing to get the video done, and I wanted to show you how to reverse that deer hair to get the angle, which I did back here, but I kind of pushed it over a little too much here. Like I say, I would have liked maybe a little higher, about like that taper. But we'll see how it fishes. It might be the ultimate way to tie flies. I don't know until I get it in the water, see what it does. What may happen is this back part may push more water. I've got flies that I know they do that, and they do attract fish. It's that push of water that the muskie sense, and get curious, and we'll come out and see what's out there. So yeah, till I fish it, I guess we'll go from there. And hopefully maybe my next video is me catching 40 plus inch muskie on this fly. Let's hope. Okay, thanks.